Hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another freaking reaction video, bro. Y'all already know what the time it is. Y'all already know what it is, guys. Hey, before we even get started, bro. Hold on. Hey, say what's up to the main YouTube channel, reaction channel, cause shit, we making our reaction video for the day, y'all. It is. So y'all say we just make sure y'all go sub up to the main channels at the top left up there. Show some love. Yeah, we doing Vlogtober, upload every day. And we finna hop straight into this reaction video right here. Livestreamers killed the Manosphere. Shout out my nigga Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. That's
guys, buckle up. This is going to be a very interesting conversation, but I think that's one that's particularly appropriate considering the times that we are in right now. The past,
without further ado,
3-ish years have been extremely interesting in a strange place on YouTube. Pre-COVID, I want to say I had somewhere between 10 to 15,000 subscribers, and now I'm sitting at a little over 500,000 subscribers, which is absolutely unbelievable. But there's one thing that I've learned on my time here on YouTube that I wanted to share with you guys here today, and it's the concept that looking at things over a screen, looking at things over a monitor is a lot different than dealing with those things, those situations, and those scenarios in real time, in reality.
I agree.
In real life. For example, and I'm going to use a very crude example right now, the porn industry. Love it or hate it, the fact remains is that it's some of the most
we can't say porn on YouTube.
Viewed content. It's some of the most visited sites that exist on this planet. Okay? Within that being said, what you're fundamentally doing is you're watching a dude plow a young woman. Now, digitally, it's extremely viewed. But would you actually want to be in a room watching a dude do that to another woman as you sit over in the corner and watch it?
Facts.
More than likely, no.
Don't advertise on Google Ads or Facebook before blocking click fraud with Pixies. Not a fun fact.
Ergo, my point, right? I think that this misalignment between what is conveyed to you digitally in the privacy of your own home versus how you should think, feel, and act towards situations in reality has caused for issues within the space. Now, I mentioned this before. I consider men's content on the internet to be what is referred to back in my MBA class, I don't mean to get technical, but a blue ocean. A blue ocean market is one of which has relatively little to no competition, has a well-defined niche, has a well-defined customer base, and a relatively low barrier to entry. And because
because I'm trying to see where he's going with this.
Mainstream media has completely ignored men's content, more than likely because men just don't spend as much money as women. In conjunction, the current woke narrative that has such a stranglehold on our modern day society today, which can deem male-focused content as being problematic because it doesn't put on a pedestal the way that a man might think, and instead tries to weaponize his mindset into being toxic or chauvinist or misogynistic. This in conjunction with the decentralized nature of the internet and with the proliferation of video content platforms such as YouTube has increased the widespread nature of all of the information within this blue ocean. Now, within this blue ocean has been several eras of manosphere content. Now, it started roughly 10 to 15 years or so ago with MRAs, men's rights activists, and then transitioned sort of at the same time to PUAs, pickup artists, and then transitioned to this sort of dating coach community. And then a little bit after that, and kind of at the same time as well, it transitioned to where I started at, which is much more of this social commentary, dating commentary, relationship, marriage commentary,
videos type shit.
Commentary creating a burning platform using viral videos in order to paint a picture or to tell a story regarding issues impacting or affecting men. All right.
Hey, can you use some smaller words next time?
Now, what's interesting within that is that I was actually the first content creator that consistently brought women right next to me onto the channel and would have discussions regarding all of the content that was deemed Manosphere. And
No,
trust me
damn,
when I
didn't
say
even
I
watch.
received
I just
a
started
ton of
watching,
hate
bro.
for it. Like a lot of goddamn hate for it. But it was what it was. I thought it was an interesting style of content that I thought it was important to bring in the other side of the equation of what all of this content was saying in order to battle test or to pressure test the concepts that was being taught. Each era of this Manosphere
Damn, you got some
content wouldn't have
beautiful ladies on
existed
it. Damn, she a
without the
queen.
previous
Natural hair, black, beautiful, pretty teeth.
era. So what's
Damn,
the
she
era
pretty too.
after my era?
Oh, she just got
well,
like,
it was
she'll
live
bite
stream.
you.
R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels. But what he did was genius. He leveraged the idea of taking these men's talking points in conjunction with the idea to bring women into the space to confront their unrealistic standards and expectations regarding men. And he married those things together and he did it live. It truly shook up everything. It was truly a sight to behold and to witness, and it forever changed the landscape. And also, it ushered in this content in this general men's space into the mainstream. Kevin's approach galvanized a conversation that men and women needed to have, a conversation that our society needed to have, and it put into question a lot of these mainstream woke ideas that have permeated throughout our society for decades, all within the ideals of trying to heal the wounds.
Yeah, he's one of the videos I'm not gonna talk as much. I'm just trying to hear, then I'll get my opinion later on.
Created by a society that had not looked
But
within
this nigga's very intelligent, bro.
itself and critiqued itself because it would hurt somebody's feelings. And although you may disagree with Kevin, the things that he would say out of his mouth, you'd be hard pressed to disagree and say that they were completely and utterly untrue. But the one thing that Kevin was extremely criticized for, and I think he actually did a really good job of circumventing, because he had his own platform where he can address these particular issues, was what he was saying, how he was saying it, which made it particularly polarizing. Then after Kevin's highest point came the Fresh and Fit Boys. A little bit later after that began the rise of Andrew Tate, then eventually Sneeko. And with them came even more live streams, came even more polarization.
And this nigga forgot to say the Farm Pill podcast. I can't fuck with this. I'm sorry. No, I'm just saying.
Came even more eyes on the sector and more community guideline strikes. But throughout all eras of the content that I'm speaking about, in the history that I speak about them with, one thing that's remained consistent as the content has evolved and has iterated on itself over time, and that is the terms red pill and manosphere. I actually had a conversation with Kevin a few months before he passed, and I asked him flat out, I said,
And this nigga forgot Farm Pill again. I'm joking, bro.
hey, brother, listen, do you consider yourself a manosphere or a red pill channel? And he immediately said no. He explained that because he had no control over those two words.
Nah, what he wanted to say was he is Foreign Pill. That's what he wanted
Branding
to say.
and the image of it as it is
he don't want free promo.
taken different ways by different content creators all over in the space. He said he wants nothing to do with them. Now, mind you, in my mind, as I'm listening to...
And like I said, bro, like, I don't know, and like we talk about this on the podcast, like I said this on the podcast, I don't know the true definition of the red pill thing. I know it, the thought of it just came from the Matrix, and I watched the Matrix plenty of times, and I know that the Matrix is like, I know like the meaning, like red pill means that you escape the Matrix, and Morpheus show you like how it was built, and like, you know, he show you how deep the rabbit hole goes, or either you take the blue pill and you go back to your normal everyday life and living a boring ass life and accepting every single thing that the elites tell you to do, bro, and you just go back to being a bot, bro. So that's the only thing that I know. Hey, I tried to explain, bro. I don't know the real definition, the YouTube definition, but shit, I just think of the red pill stuff as like, you know, more, I want to say more masculine men. That's what I want
Kevin
to think
speak,
of it
I'm like
as.
thinking good because I was
And
thinking the
men
exact
that,
damn thing. Because the fact remains
and men that know about the Matrix, and
is that all
I
of
get what I'm trying to say, I think.
the bucketing or the overlapping or the generalizations made regarding red pill or regarding manosphere has created a convoluted definition. I mean, you got some people that will say red pill just has to do with the movie The Matrix. You got others.
Like I just said, bro. That's all Hey, I should put up the clip after that so y'all don't think I'm capping. I do not know the YouTube and everybody else's definition of being red pill. The only thing I think about red pill from the YouTube side is masculine. That's masculine men. That's the only thing I could think of for red pill, masculine men. And the Matrix shit. That's what I can think of.
To, a political
I don't know the real
term.
definition.
And then you got others that'll say that it has to do with dating and female nature. You got others
that you don't gotta be red pilled or none of that. You could be foreign pilled, bro. It's a different type of pill.
You say it's just about understanding
YouTube stuff,
the truth.
bro.
Real estate prices are going down, inflation's going up, interest rates is going up.
Yeah, you gonna buy me.
Time to build wealth in real estate.
Facts, teach me for free.
And then within that, you're gonna get those that's gonna say it's chauvinistic, it's incel material. But then also you get tech giants and then government entities that correlate it to right-wing, white supremacy, extremist groups that are conspiracy theorists. But with these negative brand associations, which have clearly reached as high as the Senate right now, the banning of Andrew Tate as well as Sneeko is an attempt to draw a clear line in the sand of what is to be tolerated and what is to be not. I think Andrew Tate was banned for a variety of reasons. I think first and foremost, he was growing way too fast. And at the same time, he did far too little to address
Don't defend the Matrix.
allegations that were against him. And at the same time, he did far too little to address the out-of-text clips that were obviously used to paint.
Nah, I gotta disagree with you on that because I told y'all I watched every podcast he was on. Literally on every podcast he was on, he explained, bro, the concept. And even on the final message one, bro, that was to him saying it again. But nobody see those types of videos because they pick and choose what they want to see. They pick and choose what they want to hear. And I ain't gonna cap. I understand, bro, probably busy. He don't got time to watch a 4 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour podcast and stuff like Fresh and Fit or none of that, bro. I understand, bro, but nah, he definitely explained it plenty of times. But what the media do, they pick and choose what they want to hear. They want the negative, like bro. Like I could easily put this video as clickbait right now. I hate Andrew Tate and Sneeko. I hate red pill people. Views. It's like, I don't know. Like, I guess everything is just responding to hate. I don't know.
Him within an extremely negative light. At the same time, he's entertaining. And I think he's playing a character for a lot of the most egregious things that he was saying. But see, I would look at his content and be like, oh, he's trolling right there. Oh, he's trolling right there.
Yeah, you
can
like
he's just
see the stuff that, like,
telling a joke right there.
Yeah.
But other people
we could see
just
that clearly.
didn't get that. At the same time,
the bots, yeah.
He didn't have his own platform in order to address all of what I just mentioned before. Sneeko's banning, I think, is a little bit different. I think that
he didn't need his own platform to. The things that got pushed, the clips that got pushed, was always the negative stuff that they tried to make seem that it was so negative. Like the La Kitchen video about, he was saying that women have a duty, and then somebody clipped and put a woman in the kitchen. And then Andrew Tate said that men have a duty, and then somebody clipped that, all that up, and made it, and it was a construction worker and all that. That's the stuff that get pushed out. It's not the stuff of him saying, like, on his final message, or the messages, or him being on the other podcasts is saying that they always take his stuff out of context, and him explaining like the depression thing and all that. He always break it down every single time. Every time, but nobody don't see that because they don't push that out. They not going to, bro. It's all negative.
The straw that broke the camel's back was the anti-Semitic mocking that happened during that clip that was played on the Senate room's floor right before the head of product at YouTube had to get up and speak to it. But I do think that they were watching his content, because there's a component of his content that I am now aware of that gets a little bit conspiracy theorist, right? It gets a little bit Alex Jonesy, anti-government, which, by the way, if you are anti-government, that's one of the quickest ways to get your channel up for banning, because anti-government can quickly be folded into the bucket of conspiracy theorists, and conspiracy theory is clearly outlined within the YouTube policies regarding
they don't want you to speak about stuff. They don't want you to speak about there's people over the government telling the presidents what to do. They don't want you to speak about stuff like that. They just want you to react to videos, to try not to laugh, to be bots. Yes, boss. Yes, YouTube. I will do everything you say so I can keep my paycheck. Like, they don't want to get into the real shit that Andrew Tate Sneak on them been talking about. And YouTube don't want them to, because they know they're going to wake people up, bro. The people that's already woke, they gonna escape. Like me. Bro, if it wasn't for Andrew Tate, or probably Sneeko, I'll still be a YouTube or Twitch streamer, but I'll be in the Matrix. I definitely would.
Community guideline strikes. So in short, live streaming has killed
they woke me up though,
the
for
Manosphere. In the moment, off the cuff statements that can easily be taken out of context were sensationalized, and then were deemed as radical. I think what the recent bannings have proven is that there is a cost to growing too fast while holding on to your particularly polarizing ideologies. And as content creators and live streamers that are looking at their analytics, you can receive this false positive from the viewers that are watching your content of what they want to see more like, and it causes you to constantly risk it in order to achieve the analytics biscuit. But what I think content creators as well as their audience members need to understand is that the higher the influence, the more risk of being polarizing, and the more important it is to frame out and articulate your words succinctly. In short, I believe that if you have particular influence within your space.
I'm gonna stop the video right there. It's getting kind of long, but it's free speech versus tolerable speech. My opinion on all this shit. The truth cannot be heard. Freedom of speech is not a thing. It don't matter if it's tolerable or not. Our First Amendment is freedom of speech, so freedom of speech is able to say whatever the hell you want, whether it's tolerable or not. But I mean, I fucking guess, shit, everybody got a mouth. Everybody should be able to speak freely, in my opinion. And that's why everybody's switching to Rumble. That's why Rumble gonna be popping. I get Rumble about a year or two. I give Rumble a year or two, bro. And no. I give them like 5 years. They're gonna put YouTube out. Yeah, Rumble gonna take over, bro. Sooner or later. Hey, but I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. If y'all got some reaction suggestions, make sure y'all send them to me. You did.